Hello there. Mind Things presents how to increase your dopamine levels naturally. Dopamine is actually a chemical messenger in your brain. It's essential for motivation, memory, movement, mood, sleep, and behavior regulation. Dopamine is also at the center of how the brain's reward system works. Dopamine rewards you whenever you engage in a beneficial behavior and motivates you to repeat the behavior. Most of the dopamine produced by your body is made in the midbrain, after which it is distributed to different areas in your brain. Despite decades of research, scientists are still puzzled by the exact mechanism of dopamine in the brain. There are 4 major pathways for dopamine in your brain. Each one controls a different process in your body. 3 of these pathways are your rewards pathways, and their function is to release dopamine into your brain when you engage in a rewarding activity. So, the question is how to increase your dopamine level naturally. Let's dive into it. The first one is, get enough sleep. Getting an adequate amount of sleep every night is necessary for maintaining our health. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention recommends that adults should get an average of 7 or more hours of sleep every night. When you don't get enough sleep, your dopamine receptors in your body can be affected negatively. Research has linked sleep deprivation to the suppression of some dopamine receptors in your body. Second one is listening to music. Make a playlist of some of your favorite music and listen to it when you are feeling unenergetic, unmotivated, or experiencing other symptoms that indicate your dopamine levels are low. In a 2011 study, researchers found that when you listen to music you find pleasurable, it can lead to a release of dopamine in your brain. The third one is to have a healthy diet. Eating a healthy diet has a lot of benefits for your both body and mind, and increasing your dopamine levels is part of this. Foods that are rich in L-tyrosine like almonds, egg, fish, and chicken are especially good for boosting your dopamine levels. The fourth one is to exercise. Here is why. Exercising regularly has proven to be very important for your brain's health. It helps to boost your dopamine levels. Whenever you exercise, your brain releases some dopamine. While more research needs to be done, in order to find the exact mechanism that leads the brain to produce dopamine when we exercise, you are most likely to know the feeling you get after a workout. Frequent runners and joggers have also reported experiencing something called a runner's high, which is described as a feeling of relaxation and happiness as a result of the release of dopamine by the brain. The fifth one is to meditate. Meditating has a constructive effect on your mental health conditions. Research has shown that meditation has the ability to increase your dopamine levels, since meditation helps you to have a calm and peaceful mind, due to which your brain releases dopamine. The sixth one is to cut down your sugar intake. Consuming processed sugars like chocolates and sugar sodas have the ability to increase your dopamine levels, but this increase will only last for a short duration. Like with alcohol and distraction drugs, sugar can give you temporary boosts of dopamine while affecting the rate at which your body produces naturally. When you consume a lot of sugar in a short time, you might have noticed that you feel a rush of happiness. This is known as sugar high. It is generally very temporary and followed by a crash or hit that leaves you feeling lethargic or sometimes even sad. The seventh one is to get enough sunlight. Seasonal affective disorder, SAD, is a condition in which people feel sad or depressed during the winter when they are not exposed to enough sunlight. It's known that periods of low sunshine exposure can lead to reduced levels of mood-boosting neurotransmitters, including dopamine, and that sunlight exposure can increase them. One study in 68 healthy adults found that those who received the most sunlight exposure in the previous 30 days had the highest level of dopamine levels in the reward and movement regions of their brains, and the others' level soiree also is compared to them. So get your vitamin D. Here is a bonus point. Your body needs some vitamins in order to release dopamine levels. So some of the vitamins are iron, niacin, folate, and vitamin B6. So the bottom line is dopamine is an important brain chemical that influences your mood and feelings of reward and motivation. It helps regulate body movements as well. The dopamine levels are generally well regulated by the body, but you can boost your levels naturally by following the points I've mentioned in the video. Thanks for watching the video. If you think you have gained some information, please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. See you again with a new video. Mind Figs signing off.